Hey, you know what? See, Trill even called it right. He said, you know what I'm saying? But somebody in the chat said, because we emotional. Like, you can't, that,
Taken out of context.
no, I'm just saying, it can't be the excuse for everything. Just imagine if a man, everything that go wrong, they just say, oh, well, you got to understand I'm like that because I'm emotional. Why did you sleep with that girl? Oh shit, I got emotional, fell in the pussy. Oh, why did you crash our car? I got emotional, I crashed the car. Oh, why did you spend a red mud on the strip club? I got emotional and I just let it all go.
This is a bit extreme.
I'm just saying, see,
Completely taken out of context.
no, I'm not.
But go off though. We listening.
Miss Della, like you really showing your terrorist tendencies.
Hold
now.
on, hey, hold on 1 second. So when women say,
Y'all wanted Della to talk.
All right, so hold on, let me
Okay, you guys, go ahead, thinking man.
when women say we're emotional, can y'all explain that? What does that actually mean? Because it seems like it's for everything. What does it actually mean?
So it depends. Sometimes I'm more emotional when I'm on my period, and other times I'm cool, calm, relaxed.
But hold on, wait. But that's what I'm asking. How does that manifest itself?
So especially if you're on your cycle, like I really don't think that men understand the. Let me just clear this up first and foremost. I am not using the word emotional as an excuse for how people choose to show up. Men are just as men are emotional beings, and so are women. I just want to speak that clearly. But when we're talking about a woman and her hormones and the difference on an actual scale, like when we're scaling this and putting this to data, the difference between a man and a woman is there's just no comparison. So when you talk about that data going up and down, her numbers going up and down, yes, it really does affect how she is emotionally. Where, I mean, if only you could imagine scissors scraping on your inside for a week out of every single month, and you're bleeding and you're you're hungry, you're unsatisfiable. Like it's a lot. It's uncomfortable for you to hear, but imagine us actually having to experience it. And now I have to go to work. I have to show up for this. I have to do that. You know what I'm saying? So yes, that emotional aspect does co-create, but I just want to be very clear that when I said that we're emotional beings, I meant that for both men and women. Like, we are emotional beings to the core, both of us, who sometimes think logically. That's just human nature. It's what it is. It's not an excuse for why people are misaligned or why they choose to show up how they choose to show up.
All right, to answer your question, thinking man, two things. Define or emotional definition from Oxford is it has a couple things. Relating to a person's emotions is an adjective. You have arousing or characterized by intense feelings. You have of a person having feelings that are easily excited and openly displayed. I'm going to tell you, depending on the context of how emotional is used, it can have positive and negative connotations. For example, she's talking about period and hormones. Yes, that has the negative connotation because of the context that she used it in. However, you can also have emotional beings who are just easily aroused and get mad, or easily aroused, and it's a sexual thing. So I think depending on the basis of the context of how it's used, it can have it can have a positive or a negative connotation. So yeah, it kind of is depending on, hers was negative, but it could be positive or negative based on the context. That's all.
Yeah, I just say I'm hungry right now. Is that emotional too?
Did that clarify anything, thinking man?
Depends on why you're eating. Are you upset?
He's an emotional eater.
He's an emotional eater. Are you trying to cope because of this?
You bleeding too, Logic? Like,
yeah.
Are you angry and you?
Yeah.
You're serious too. I'm just saying.
There's natural supplements for that.
Because you do have some emotional men who y'all call simps. And you do have some emotional men who
That's what they be calling Logic every week in the chat.
They do. They call him a simp all the time.
all because he's speaking truth. But then you have some people who you have trolls who have a negative connotation because they be lying, or as people would say, be capping. You know what I mean? So it's kind of based on the context of the word.
Okay, y'all, we're gonna move on. Dill, I just want you to know that somebody in the chat said, "What are you looking at? It looks like you're doing your taxes." So,
Not the taxes.
where's your camera?
Your tax is super late.
The side view.
Hey, y'all better leave. Hey, hold on. Let me talk to my chat niggas. Chat niggas, y'all better leave Dell alone, man. Hey,
Somebody said that a while ago.
she from the West End. She from the West End. Leave her alone.
Get that side
I
view.
know you
They
lying.
complained about Della not talking. Now Della's talking. Now she's doing her taxes.